Okay, so once we got the cables through the upper part of the rotator, now what we're going to do is expose the main CPU board. So he's got 4 screws he's removing, and that's where we're going to make most of our connections to the CPU. Okay, so we've made all our connections to the main CPU board, which is the board we're looking at now. The next couple of cables connect to the DSPU board. This is the board that communicates from the sensor to the computer and the touchscreen. Okay, so we have a couple of cables coming from the column that need to plug into this board. In order to plug it in, we actually have to remove the cover. So what we did was we removed this first screw that's holding this cable to the cover, and we've also loosened only loosen all of the screws that go around the border of this bracket, so then we can just pull this cover off.
Just hitting the cable right there. There you go. Oh, it's hitting right there.
Yeah. Carefully slide it. So we want to make sure that we don't damage these 2 cables when we're sliding this cover to the front of the unit, so that we can make the connections that we need to make in here. And you have 2 sets of connectors that connect to the DSPU board. On the side of the board, you have 2 pairs of these connectors can plug into. So you want to make sure that you actually see the label J1, J2 on here, because the Ceph, if we had a Ceph system, the Ceph cables has a pair of cables that look exactly the same, which go on the bottom connectors, and it would be different. It would be labeled J3 and J4. So I want to point that out, because that's a common mistake that people make.
Stop.
If you ever need to loosen this bracket, because to get the cover off of this DSPU board, there'll be 2 bolts down here which I've already removed, but that would just easily allow this bracket to then just be free, so that we can troubleshoot the board, replace it if we need to, or just access the board and see the status of the ready lights, which we can use for troubleshooting later on.